Hello, Sinvicta.
Hello, Northernlion.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Heard that Monday you were talking about it on a recent Isaac episode, at least recent by the time of this recording, that Mondays get a bad rap. I'm right there with you.
Dude, I love a Monday.
Yeah, I'd love it more if we had, sports on or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny
Anything
how
on?
really anything on. Anything other than the news.
All I do is, like I told you, I'm just looking out my window and I'm like, cyclist? Six or seven cyclists, many joggers, many people walking right now. And I'm like, Vancouverites, when it was March and the weather was a little rainy and cold, they're like, flatten the curve, flatten the curve. Now you're like, what about coronavirus? And they're like, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're talking about that Corona Chan meme that I saw the other day. It's like, well, I mean, what's always hilarious to me is whenever I go back and listen to these older episodes. I mean, the previously recorded episodes, they're a week old.
Yeah.
By the time they come out, so it's like things that we were talking about. Like last week, I was discussing my turnip prices, and we were talking about, oh yeah, I can't wait. And then I just informed Ryan that I had a little bit of a snafu with my turnips, and it's like it doesn't age well. Some of the commentary that we do on this Geoguessr episodes, they don't go over too well 7 days from now. So, or
it's
even
very
5 days
true.
Ago. But I hear that I have a chance to tie it. I'm not going to sweep, but I have a chance to tie it here if I can get 2 games up on you.
It's true. Well, but if you win 2, that means I win 1, which means I would still be 1 ahead.
Right. So we're really flattening the curve now.
Exactly. Speaking of which, 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun. Still on Diverse World.
Oh yes.
Ooh, this is a Sinvicta type day here, man. Love that gray overcast.
Grayness, yeah.
I'm probably not giving too much away by saying I don't think this is Texas, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's got take shelter sort of clouds, but I agree. I don't think this is Texas.
This is my favorite Bond character in GoldenEye.
Dude, this one is kind of throwing me because I know the city, but
oh, do you?
I don't know where it is. Like I've seen this freaking city in Europa Universalis 4 1,000 times. I know roughly where it is, but not the exact country, and that's it's hurting me.
You and Rob with the Europa knowledge, man. I tried playing that game and it put me to sleep.
I think that's a fair reaction, honestly.
It straight up just put me to sleep.
I think that's not inappropriate. It's a slow game for sure.
I was expecting a more militarized version of Civ, and I was very disappointed.
Once you get into it, you might like it, but I will not deny, for many people, perhaps even most people, the cost of getting into it is too great a price to pay.
Okay. Yeah, because that's kind of how I was feeling.
But once you crack that shell, you could have thousands of hours of gameplay with it. It really depends. Do you really need a game in your life with thousands of hours of gameplay right now? If yes, I would recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, now is better time than any, I guess. But I've already got Isaac, so.
Oh, exactly.
And I got the, I had a what I thought was a pretty decent idea,
okay.
And I think it's still a pretty decent idea. Over the past week, it was cool. It was just sheer coincidence that 2 people both tweeted at me. They're they're asking hey Sinvicta, what happened here, because I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And they just sent me screenshots. One of them was very clearly that the person or the player voided data miner. So I told them that.
Yeah, I actually saw that tweet, believe it or not.
Yeah. So I was telling people, and then I don't remember what the other person said, but I was telling people that basically I was like, I think it'd be fun to be sort of like a scavenger mystery, sort of scavenger hunt mystery screenshot show where people would be submit clips and be like, yeah, let's see if I can figure out what's going on, and let's see if someone can get more accurate than that, that sort of thing. So I thought it was a pretty decent idea. Turns out that a lot of people just de-forward and then sent me screenshots like, "Hey, what's going on here?" It's like, well, like I can't. That's a little bit different than me seeing a screenshot of everything turned on their side. But you know, I tried to. The best I can do is point out the tier effects. But it was still it's kind of neat because it is interesting to test your Isaac knowledge like that.
Yeah, no, I
Just
understand.
from screenshots. It's kind of fun. I know the country 100%. I do not know where in this country though.
Oh, I know the country
Okay.
as well. The only question is, do I really want to be okay being off by this much?
Well, how do you know that you're off?
You know, we'll just leave it at that.
Did you already guess?
I know that I'm off, but I'm going to choose to try in this direction.
I'm going to move forward a little bit then. Wow, you went even further north than I did.
I actually found, the sign said Narvik. I did eventually find it. But then it was like, the sign was like, Narvik is 1,000 kilometers away. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just try a little bit closer to this side.
No, I didn't see Narvik. I saw like I don't even know. It began with it looked like it had an O, like 4 O's in it. And I also saw like Niel or whatever, but then immediately after I saw the Norwegian flag, so I was like, oh. But so you got me by 179.
Oh, it's not that much.
Yeah.
Dropping the bucket.
Well, that's a top level domain that is helpful to basically no one.
It's a .br, huh?
It is a .br. Iad una Ananguera.
I see it. Iad uni Anhangera. That seems to me like that is a
That's sea
college.
urchin, isn't it?
That is a college. See, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a uni.
Yeah. I saw this thing on. It was I don't remember. I think it was Bizarre Foods America. And they were down in San Diego, and they were like just like mass farming all these sea urchins. And I'm like, is uni really? They're like, I don't know when that episode was recorded, but Andrew Zimmern made it seem like it was like the hot new food craze in California. I'm like, uni? Is it that good? Because I've heard a lot of people who really like sushi and seafood say that uni is awful.
I am one of them. Kate likes
I'm not
it.
a fan.
I do not like it at all. I have had it. I've had cheap uni. I've had very expensive uni, and both of them, I'm like, you taste like gasoline to me. It might just be. I mean, admittedly, I've only had it maybe like, I don't know, half a dozen times in my whole life, but
that's more than I've had it. That's for dang sure.
I would never order it myself. When it comes like the last time I had it, we went to a really, really nice sushi restaurant, and the guy was just like, it was like chef's choice. So he was just putting whatever he had / wanted to put in front of us. And I was like, I'm not going to be impolite. But as I was eating it, I was like, yeah, this is still the thing that I do not like.
I don't think I've never tasted uni because I'm not a fan of like, I love seafood. Seafood is probably my favorite type of food, but I do not like sushi. I don't like anything that's like close to sushi or anything really.
Is it the idea, like the rawness of it, or?
Oh no, I have no
cold?
problem. No, I actually have no real problem with sushi other than the fact that it's just it doesn't feel like a meal, like it doesn't fill me up.
Yeah,
it's like it's expensive, and I think that for much less money you can get much more food. So
that is 100% true.
But I mean, I've had sushi, and it's it's okay. I usually opt for the non sushi variant though, because I get what's called a Phoenix roll, which I guess is technically part of it's fried. So
I wouldn't be a sushi gatekeeper, to be honest. Like even like Kate really likes sushi, but you're not supposed to eat it when you're pregnant. So when we order sushi now, she'll get like like vegetable rolls and stuff like that. And usually I'll get some kind of... I've had all kinds of sushi still. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'm just feeling chicken teriyaki tonight.
Right.
But I'm almost like the opposite with sushi. I find like it fills me up more than I like. But I think that's also like most of the sushi that we get are usually like pretty huge rolls that are predominantly rice.
Yeah, so you guys go hard on that.
Yeah. So I have like one roll, and I'm like, it's too much. I've eaten like 2 cups of rice already.
I think this one's gonna get us in trouble here. I know I have it down to the state. I don't know if this is the road though. Let's say we're more like closer there. I'm gonna let it ride and see what happens.
Dude, we were super close. You got me by 187.
Okay. So where was... Oh, see, I found 60. I found 060. But the state road is Go 060.
Oh, it's like Goys or whatever.
It's literally just GZ. It's just GO-060. And I found
the state
060.
name though is like GO, right?
Oh,
GOIAS or something.
Yeah, the state. It was the state of Goyas.
Do you know? I know Guyana because or whatever the capital of that state is, because there was a young lady on 90 Day Fiancé last season who was from there.
Oh God.
So I've added one more Brazilian city to my CV.
To your repertoire.
Exactly.
Are you still watching that show?
I haven't seen an episode in like at least 3 months.
No, look at the puppy.
We gotta be in one country and one country alone here.
You think?
I haven't seen anything to tell me that I'm right definitively, but I see the themings of things that make me believe I'm correct.
You think we're in Russia?
I would not say that.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't want you to know.
Okay. Well, I can tell you from experience we're not in Russia.
That's good. You think that means... Have you seen a sign yet with a city on it?
I have, yes.
Did it say drum bun beneath it?
It sure did.
Is that... You think that's like slow down? Like you're entering this city. Oh no, I bet it means like welcome or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking more. Yeah, I was thinking more like welcome to whatever that city game was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have a roughly good idea of the country.
I'm making merely an educated guess still. But...
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I say educated, but it's it's an uneducated guess.
It's kind of the spirit of Geoguessr, right? It's a little bit.
Yeah.
It's ignorant guesses, uneducated guesses.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant. My dad was watching This Is It yesterday.
This is it. I don't know this.
Oh,
it's the Michael Jackson documentary.
Yeah. While I was eating dinner, and it's like, I mean, he's the one who got me into Michael Jackson music, because he was a big fan in the '80s, and I really like a lot of Michael Jackson stuff, and we were talking about it, I was like, it shows you just how much like preparation goes into it, even though they're showing a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff, and they had like so much footage of them like rehearsing or whatever. I was like, I would not be able to do that. I don't think.
Be Michael Jackson or be one of his backup dancers.
Well, I mean, you couldn't pay me enough to be that famous. First off,
I actually agree with that, to be honest.
And secondly, I think that I wouldn't be a good stage performer, because you do have to memorize like a lot of stuff, like cues and the dance routines, all while trying to sing at the same time. I'm like, dude, screw that.
That's why I don't care if an artist lip syncs, but I accuse like way more artists of lip syncing than anybody else I know. Because I look at them and I'm like, you're dancing, which it takes physical, it's cardiovascular, right? And then you're singing with like perfect pitch at the same time. Even if it doesn't sound like the album version, I'm like, they recorded another version and he's lip syncing it. And that's fine, but I'm like, why are we acting like this guy's not lip syncing? He's run like 500 meters over the course of this song, and he hasn't missed a beat. My mouse. I'm so sorry.
But we were talking about it, though, and I basically So I told him what I told you, which was that like you couldn't there's not enough money in the world to make me want to be as famous as that.
I agree.
Dude, I'm losing my mind here. I was going in the right direction too. I found the road that we were on. Well, I found the road number that we were looking for. There's 108D. I was on 108, like what? 108I or L, one of those two. I got you by 339.
That's what I was thinking.
This is real close right now.
I think you're up by maybe like 500.
Maybe 200.
I'm at 13,061.
I'm at 13,408.
Okay, so right in the middle.
So, dude, I just want to see the sign.
I know you can't get the right distance.
How fast are we going here?
Now the real question is, does that say outreach or outback? That'll greatly change how I feel about where we are.
It almost looks like neither. That looks like a C to me. But I mean, that man is he is very clearly like East Indian.
I mean, I think so.
Or I would say Pacific Islander.
I honestly, I'm just
because that's what I had to. That's what I had to be categorized as.
Right. Yes. Bermuda, very famously, an island in the Pacific.
Yep. And as like one of the very few Chinese kids growing up there, at least half Chinese kids, I was very confused. I was like, we're in the Atlantic Ocean though. That didn't make any sense. My mom, who worked for the U.S. Customs, was like, yeah, you just got to roll with it. Yeah.
Don't kick up.
I was like,
fuss.
Okay. So I was very confused as to what side of the world that I was actually supposed to be on.
Dude, we are really hoofing it, huh? Like, I can't read any sign.
I'm going to give away a pretty big amount of information here,
Okay.
but I have to read this to you, okay? Right. Please note that it is illegal to privately load this truck, goods and passengers alike, in parentheses. This truck is for the exclusive use of the, and then company name, goods only. Such illegal goods shall be confiscated by the company. You are warned, ignorance is no excuse.
Wow. I always hear that, nice. like ignorance is no excuse for not following the law, right?
Well,
for some laws, I get it, but for some laws, I'm like, there's no, like, you can't ride a horse on a bridge after 10 p.m. on a Sunday. Like, how am I supposed to know that one? I think ignorance is a great defense there.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can't expect people to be a freaking lawyer every time. Like, oh, well, the cucumber didn't bounce on the highway, so it didn't. Yeah, that's 10 years in jail. It's like, who's going to know that?
Don't kill people. Don't steal. Don't, hurt people. Don't drive drunk. We hold these truths to be the rest. But, like, the weird ones, I don't know. Now that I think about it, you probably are unlikely to get arrested for one of those weird laws, but you never know.
You could get fined, if anything. Yeah. But I mean, it's just to prevent people from saying, like, ignorance of the law is not guilt. It's like, well, there's certain like ramifications that should be in place. You could say, well, I didn't know that I couldn't hit someone with my car. I was completely ignorant of the fact. I think I'm gonna get in trouble on this one. If I'm honest.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I mean, I saw a flag, but the flag looked wrong. Like, I wanted to correct the flag.
I don't know. I haven't seen a flag, but I've seen English. I'm not convinced that we're in Southeast Asia at all. Have you seen the military checkpoint?
I have not.
Okay, you must have gone a different way than I did.
Yeah, I never saw that truck either.
Oof. All right, well, I was close. How'd you know we were I mean, I put myself in Ghana. I was going to move myself towards Nigeria.
Hello, Tomo.
Hello, Tomo.
It's a rarity that he wants to leave mid-guess. He's not, or between guesses, I should say. He's not waiting until I get going.
You got me my 900.
Okay, it's tight. So I saw the flag, but the flag looked wrong. But it seemed like it was the Nigerian flag, but with one of the colors messed up. So I was like, maybe.
What were the colors on the flag?
So it was. I think the Nigerian flag is green, white, green.
Okay.
And this was like blue, white, green. But I was like, maybe they just ran out of green paint. Maybe they only had enough green paint to do the...
It was just a stopgap?
Yeah, they were like, this green is pretty close. I mean, this one was like...
Oh, this has to be a graveyard, a gravesite, right? Yeah, it has to be.
Tomo,
those are some festive graves, man.
Can you wait 3 minutes, buddy? Just 3 minutes?
Tomo.
He even hit me with a meow. He was like,
oh.
He's like, I decided I would like to go, please. Tomo.
He does have a very like a, I don't want to say pathetic in a bad way, but a very like you can't resist him. You know, it's a cute meow.
He's got a scratchy meow for the most part.
Yeah. What's your score right now?
17,504.
Okay, you're up by 607 ish. Oh my God.
Tomo. Okay, buddy. Okay, you've earned it.
Oh my
With
God.
2 minutes and 13 seconds left, you've earned it. I will let you out. Go, 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 go.
I think we both know the country here.
Yes. I mean, saw some useful information at the start.
The problem is that I don't know if it's enough. We would have to be on extremes for me to have a chance to get it, but I don't think this country's big enough for that.
But that is assuming that's where you're
I'm in the right country.
Because
Yeah.
it could be that it's just a truck that travels through this region.
It is true.
Man, I just gotta like learn some Spanish.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Here's your first one. Servicio completo.
Yeah, but what the heck does san mean? San, is that male state? Or sorry, male saint? Oh, I get it. That's Sant.
Yeah, Sant. Sant Understale. Lubricantes el Manguito. Cambio de aceite gratis.
Like, what's the difference between San Quentin and Santa Quentin?
I think they're different designations for... This is a city versus this is a bigger city. But I do not have anything to base that off of other than pure ignorance.
With 20 seconds left.
Arturo Rodriguez.
Don't really like my odds on this. Well, I mean, I know I'm ahead. I don't like my odds of finding the specific place.
You could just play it safe, I think, and be fine on this one. Wow, that was a lot further away than I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, so you saw that the gas station sign said San Cristobal?
No,
well,
I didn't.
It did, and then zoom in on where I am on the map.
I can't see where you are. Let me go.
San Cristobal La Casa Guasta. Look, I can't pronounce it, okay? I'm sorry. How many San Cristobals you got in this country? Customs Land San Cristobal.
Ah.
How dare you?
Yeah, San Cristobal. A Casa Guasland.
See? It's not so easy, is it? Sinvicta, we played
land.
a tight game today.
Yeah.
22,286, 21,685.
Well, you got off to a strong start.
Two very
for the week.
respectable scores.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hard. We were less than 1,000 away from each other.
For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Of course, we'll be back on Wednesday with another one. If you enjoyed it, there's a diehard Geoguessr community. Join them, click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. We're replying to the comments on each of our episodes. This one goes out to the guy on mine who said, "Rip NL's not paying attention anymore. He just wants to lose." How do you feel about this one, brother? See you on Wednesday.
See you later.